Up you go. There. Now hold on tight.
Okay. Go fast, Daddy. Go fast.
But you'll make it, Maggie?
Sure. Brian, she was DOA. We pumped her out, got her heart going.
How long was she dead?
Oh, 2-3 minutes.
Any brain damage?
Probably not. She's a good-looking kid, isn't she? Face like that, she should do all right in this world.
I guess she figured she'd do even better in the next. Oh, that's as far as the old horse can go, Cindy. I'm pooped.
Oh, let's do it tomorrow, Daddy, okay?
Sorry, baby.
Oh, please, Daddy.
Daddy won't be here tomorrow.
Oh, pretty please. I love horsey back rides. Please, Daddy,
You
please.
see, Cindy, Daddy's got to go away. Far away for a long time.
But who will give me horsey back rides, Daddy?
But she tried to commit suicide again. Now, I can't just walk away.
She's 18. She's no longer the responsibility of the probation department. You just have to give her up, Brian, that's it.
Mac, we've spent 4 years trying to make a whole person out of her. I can't just drop it.
Yeah, we've done a swell job. 4 suicide attempts, 2 of them in the last 6 months.
All right, maybe if we find her another group.
Brian, she's been through every therapy routine we have. I'd like to have the money that's been spent on her over the years. We could both retire.
Now, don't try the money jazz on me, Mac. We're dealing with a human being here, a very confused little girl. What's her life worth? $1 million? 1,000? A bus fare to the morgue?
All right, I'm not talking
Well,
about
then don't
that.
put a price tag on it, okay?
Well, look. It's late, we're tired, so here's the bottom line. You've got 3 new kids. Your caseload is up to 52, and as of right now, Cynthia Bowman, age 18, is not one of them. I don't care how you handle it, but kiss her goodbye.
Yeah. Kiss her goodbye.
Growing up can be a painful process, and I wonder if it's ever complete. But what's involved? What does it mean to be mature? Self-possession is certainly part of it. The mature person lives in the center of himself. He listens to the opinions of other people, but he's not controlled by them. He respects their values, but he decides upon his own. He's in touch with his own body, but he's not dominated by that either. In short, the mature person is free. He makes his own decisions. He assumes full responsibility for his own actions. He lives in the real world. He knows that life can be painful, but he resists the temptation to run away. He has learned that pain can help him live more fully. The mature person is aware of his own limitations and faults, but deep down, he's able to accept himself. And loving himself, he's able to love other people. And that, the mature person knows, is what life is all about.
Look, Sergeant, just give the kid a break, will you? If he gets busted for possession, he goes for 2 years. Now, I've got him in a trade school. He's doing fine. This is the first trouble he's been in 6 months.
Hi.
Yeah. Oh, come on, man. That could be your kid down there. Listen. All right. All right. I'll see you there at 4. Right. Millie, hold on, call. I know. We'll get to him as soon as we can. Happy birthday.
Thanks.
What'd you drop this time?
Reds?
How many?
I don't know, a dozen or so.
Well, you finally made dead on arrival. What's it feel like?
Foggy. You know, sort of a far-out trip, like music and trees and things. Stomach pump's a bummer, and they treat you like a slab of meat.
You almost were.
I don't know, I was thinking about writing a poem about it, or maybe a short story. DOA by Cindy Bowman. What it's like to come back from the dead through the dark mist. I don't know, maybe Cosmo McCall's a bite, or maybe even True Detective or Hot Rod.
Or maybe Looney Tunes or Merry Melodies.
You think I'm nuts.
I didn't say that.
But you do, don't you? Some P.O. I've got thinks I'm a regular fruitcake. Well, Miss Bowman, how are you and that little probation officer of yours getting along? What's that? He thinks you're wacko,
Knock
a
it
genuine
off, Cindy.
teapot, mom.
Knock it off! I've got something to tell you. I'm not your P.O. anymore.
You're moving away, right? I mean, far away?
No, you're 18. You're no longer under the jurisdiction of the juvenile court.
So that's it. You just blow out the candles and give the old heave-ho.
It's the law, Cindy.
Well, maybe you could do a little moonlighting. Handle my case at night or on the weekends. If you need some bread, I could always go back to shoplifting.
All right, come on, sit down. Now, look. This is our last session together. Do you understand that? Are we going to get something out of it, or are we just going to play games?
Ooh, what kind of games?
Now, look. I've got 50 kids on my caseload. You turn 18, I get 3 more.
Some trade 3 for 1.
All right, why'd you drop the reds this time?
I don't know. Bored, I guess. Maybe I wanted some of that nifty old hospital food.
Harry visit you?
I'm kidding. A creep split 2 weeks ago. Cleaned out my purse, stuck out his thumb, and sayonara.
That why?
I don't know. Why are men so damn mean to me? I mean, I give them everything, man. 26 hours a day, and then they split.
Maybe that's why.
Listen, baby, the guys I know don't want a goody two-shoes routine. I mean, if I start playing hard to get, they laugh me right into the streets.
Do you need them?
Yeah, I need them. I get lonely. If they think they can make it with me, then they stick around.
Yeah, they do, and then they split, right?
You think that's all I got going for me? A bim, bam, thank you, ma'am?
Cindy.
Well, I'm good at it. I'm better than anything you ever had. I'm the best there is.
What happened to Harry? Or Chico? Or Howie? Huh? What happened to him? What's par for the course? A week, 2 weeks? How long do you hold him?
Someday, those punks with their nickel bags and pills and cheap scores are going to stop hassling me. Someday, a really nice one will come along, and he'll be kind, and he'll stay home at night. And we'll have a kid together, and he'll play with the kid all weekend long, and he'll give the kid horseback rides, and he'll remember birthdays, and Christmases, and Easter eggs. Someday, Mr. Probation Officer, he's gonna come my way, and when he does, I'm gonna bring the kid in here, and we're gonna thumb our noses at you, and I'm gonna say, hey, look at me, Connor, I'm Mrs. Somebody.
Boy, I look forward to that. I really do.
Think it could really happen?
Do you work at it?
Oh, like how?
Well, listen, I'm no expert. But I've dated a few girls in my time. And you know what ones I keep going back to? The ones who don't need me. The ones who've got interesting jobs, a little money in the bank, who read, think, who know what's going on in the world. They're complete people. Hell, I argued politics with a chick for 5 hours last night. One of the best evenings I've ever had.
Sounds dull.
Oh, I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. But what the hell are you offering your Mr. Somebody? 365 straight nights of bedroom acrobatics? What the hell are you two gonna talk about?
Every time I get something good going, you harpoon it.
You build a life like a building. Day by day, brick by brick. Dreams are good, you keep them. But just don't live them. They don't want you back at the factory. They claim you're a bad influence on the other girls or something like that.
Yeah, I was considering organizing suicide as a group activity.
Very funny. And I got a waitress job for you, okay? Now, just a minute, listen. It's a coffee shop just down the street. They've got good food. I eat there every day. 6 a.m. to 2. That's a tough shift, I know, but you'll make some pretty good bread, and you're gonna meet some very nice, square Mr. Somebodies. Okay? A deal?
You eat there every day.
Yes, unless I've got somebody in trouble.
I don't know, man. 6 a.m., that's awfully early.
In the real world, everything is.
Okay. What do I wear?
A waitress uniform. Hey, not too short and not too tight, please. And get some good shoes. You can check it out with the girls down there. All right?
This is it, huh? Graduation day.
I'm afraid so. I asked your mother to come down. Is she here?
Yeah, she's waiting in the hall.
Come on.
Brian. Oh, Brian, please don't leave me, please. Please don't leave me.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. Besides, I'll see you for breakfast every morning, right? Morning, Miss Montanus. Come on in.
Sure took you long enough. I got better things to do, you know, than sit around here and wait for you two.
The bars aren't open yet.
Huh.
Come on in.
She ain't no picnic, you know. Keeping a junkie clean. I can't chain her to her room. That ain't no picnic.
Sit down, please. Where'd she get the Reds this time?
How should I know?
Oh, you sure you don't know?
Look, Connor, I really don't enjoy these little tete-a-tetes. Maybe she does, but I
Well,
don't.
let's cut through it, Thelma, okay? I just want to ask you a question. Do you think you can offer her something? I mean, anything. That's going to keep her from killing herself?
Oh, don't you try to pin that on me. I don't feed her those pills.
Really? Who turned her on in the first place, Thelma? You couldn't get her on the booze, so you pushed her on the junk,
Oh,
right?
Bull, who told you that?
She did, that's who. Do you really want to deny it?
Look, you lay off. You ain't no cop. You just lay off.
That's right, I'm a probation officer. And I get paid for trying to keep kids on the outside, not for pulling them in. Now, I'm not going to press charges against you or anybody else. I just want you to give a damn about someone besides yourself. Now, Thelma, you got a beautiful daughter out there named Cindy, who's empty. Empty inside. Because nobody loves her. Not even her mother. And now that she's 18, she's no longer under my jurisdiction, Thelma, so if she gets busted for theft or possession or hooking, they're not going to call me. She is not a juvenile. She's going to do time with the big girls. No passes, no next times.
You're just like her old man, you know. He had all the answers. He gave me 6 months to shape up, to get off the sauce and have the kid all nice and clean for him when he came home for dinner. That sounds simple, doesn't it? Well, it isn't. Look now, look. I tried. He moved away to Seattle. He started all over again with somebody new. And you know what? He didn't take the kid with him. No, I raised her. As much as he hated to see me drunk and her in dirty diapers, I raised her. Between 6 husbands and the DTs and a long line of lousy lushes, I raised her. And no matter how drunk I got, I always made sure that I took enough money off the bar for her food. Look, I know I'm not going to win any Mother of the Year awards. But who really cared, huh? Me? Or her nice and proper daddy way up in Seattle who hasn't even seen her for 15 years? You do me a favor, punk. Don't you tell me what love is.
Hi, fellas. Can I help you?
Sure, baby. What time you get off?
Look, I'll come back when you know what you want.
No,
okay?
no, no, wait. Hey, listen, we know what we want.
All right.
Should I tell her what I want, Bennett?
Look, fellas, I've been here since 6 this morning. I don't feel like being hassled, okay? Now, you want some coffee?
You've been here since 6. Well, then you ought to be getting off pretty soon, you know what I mean? Huh?
Hey, waitress, aren't you going to take our order? Huh?
You scream, will it? Scream.
Oh, waitress, what kind of service they got here, huh?
Okay. We'll give it one last shot. What do you want?
You, baby. Just you.
Oh! Hey! Gee! Oh! Hey, Bernie, you see that? Oh, she burned me. Oh, that burn. Oh.
Hey, listen, I'm sorry.
Oh, hey.
I'm
Call me
sorry.
the
I
manager.
didn't mean to. Really,
Give me the manager.
I'm
Hey,
sorry.
manager. What kind of waitress you got here? I'll sue you for everything you got.
What's going on? All right, come on.
Keep your filthy hands here.
Now, relax. Take it easy. Come on. Just take it easy. Sit down. You all right? What happened?
Where were you? Why'd you come in for breakfast?
We had a night fight down at Juby last night. I had to stay there.
I was looking for you all morning and all afternoon.
Hey, look at this. What'd you drop?
Just a couple of rounds.
How many?
Just to keep calm, a couple.
You better get off that stuff. Now, you can make it without it. I know you can. You went clean for 6 months in Las Palmas. Now, what happened?
They fired me.
Why?
They said I burned a guy.
Did you?
Just a little. You know, he was hassling me. All those corny lines. How about you and me after work, baby? Him and his big, fat, burial slob. I was doing really well, too. You know, the other kids said they never saw a girl catch on so fast. Balance in place, the whole bit. And this slob starts hassling me. Just because you got a good body doesn't mean you have to give it to every fatso that comes down the pipe.
So you burned him?
Just a little.
A little how?
I was carrying some coffee.
What, and you threw it at him?
Just the pot.
The pot? Where'd you throw it?
In his face.
In his...
It didn't hurt him. He just screamed a lot. He kept yelling he was going to sue, so Ralph comes out and lays $50 on him and throws me out. Some manager, Ralph, I mean, he really sticks up for his help.
Boy, right in the face.
Yeah.
That's good.
Ow! You should have seen his face.
All right, look, that's it. I mean, there are no more gigs. No camps, no schools, and now no jobs.
He hassled me.
So what? I get hassled every day. So does everybody else. Now, look, you're going to have to stop running. And stop tripping out on pills and sleeping with punks because it's easier than saying no. You know that. You're going to have to face life as it is. Get tough. No bummers, no cop-outs. Just one reasonably sane day at a time. Now, can you cut that? Do you have enough self-control? Enough pride? Enough guts to make it in this world? Or are you going to take the biggest cop out of them all? Now, which way are you headed? Up or out?
Who the hell do you think you are, God? You know my old lady's right, Connie. You're nothing but a self-righteous stinking louse. You do your number and all the kids they give us. You push us all around. Do this, do that. Shape up, ship out. You gotta stay clean because the hospitals cost the taxpayers money. Well, not anymore, baby, not anymore. You've had me conned for a long time. But you know the truth is, you don't give a damn about anybody but yourself.
That's not true. I care about you. You mean a great deal to me.
You marry me?
What?
Marry me.
Oh, Cindy.
You want to beg? Okay, I'm begging. Please, please marry me. I love you. You're all my Mr. Somebody's rolled into one. You know, I would have made DOA and stayed there, except I kept thinking of you. It made me fight my way back. You're the only one that doesn't treat me like a quick piece of tail. Please, please marry me and I'll have your kids And I'll keep your house, and I'll be the best wife this world's ever seen. Oh, please. Please.
Come on, get up. Don't you kneel to me. Don't you ever kneel to me. Listen. What do you know about me? Huh? Have you ever seen me when I wasn't working? Have you? Huh? Well, then what do you know? Come on. How do I spend my time? Do I go to movies? Basketball games? What do I like to do? Play tennis? Golf? What's the last book I read? Or the last girl I kissed? Where am I from? Huh? Where the hell am I going? Do you know anything about me? I mean, what are my needs?
I could learn. Oh, please let me learn. Please love me. Please.
Cindy,
Oh, please
Cindy,
love me.
Cindy. How can I love you when you don't love yourself? Look, Cindy. Look, I'm not your boyfriend. I'm your probation officer.
Not anymore, baby. I'm 18, but I never made it through high school, but I'm all graduated, right?
All right, maybe we'll go to a movie. We'll split a pizza or something, okay? I mean, can't we be friends?
Well, sure, I dig.
Hello, hang on just a second.
Only I wasn't asking for your friendship. I was asking for your love, for your hand in marriage.
Cindy, wait a minute. Cindy, wait! Hey, I'll have to call. All right, is he dead? All right, I'll get right down there. Cindy! Cindy! Thelma, come on, wake up. Thelma! It's Connor. I've got to find Cindy. Who's she staying with?
Is it closing time?
Thelma, she's dropping reds. I've got to find her. Where is she?
Are you buying?
Thelma, don't you care if she lives or dies?
You're not buying.
Happy Mother's Day. Howie, if you don't open up, I'll break it down.
What are you asking me
Cindy
for, man?
Bowman. I gotta find her tonight. She here?
Cindy. Ah, no, man. She's 5 chicks ago.
All right, you seen her
Where you
tonight.
been?
Have you seen her tonight?
What's tonight? Sunday?
Come on, man. It's Tuesday.
What happened to Monday?
Forget it.
Oh, hey, man. Come on in. Try Mary. She's better than Cindy. Hey, ain't that right, Mary? You're better than Cindy.
She here?
Brian, she was not here at 1, she was not here at 3, and she is not here now. Go on home. I'll call you if they bring her in.
I've looked everywhere for her, Maggie. Oh, dear God, why couldn't I have given her something to hang on to? Just some pride, anything.
Want some coffee?
Yeah, please.
How do you take it?
Black. Thanks.
Cheers.
Cheers. Reminds me of some of the stuff I had in the Navy.
Were you an officer?
No, the best I made was bosun's mate. Want to see my tattoo?
Please, I'm on duty. How do you get lucky enough to rate a job like yours?
I see a lot of me in these kids, Maggie. You talk about a punk, that was me. I was lazy, averaged a couple of fights a week, hated everybody, mostly me. I mean, I couldn't stay out of trouble. Finally, the judge gave me a choice, either serve time or go in the Navy. Well, I went in the Navy. I shipped out on a destroyer out of Norfolk, the Charles P. Cecil. They made me a helmsman, which I thought was kind of boring, but one night we ran into a hurricane. And I mean a storm, just off the coast of Cuba. It scared the hell out of me. I didn't know what to do, and the captain shouted, "Head her into it, Connor. Keep her on course." I was scared, but I tried. I wanted to quit because everything hurt. My back ached, my arms ached. But I held on to her, and we rode her through. The captain and everybody shouted, "Well done," but that didn't matter. What really was important was that I'd finally done something on my own. I'd done something right. And man, what a moment that is. And that's what I try to do with the kids. Just give them something to be proud of, a start, a beginning. I'm sorry, Maggie, I didn't mean to dump that on you.
You weren't dumping on me. I'm glad you told me. As a matter of fact, I'll even look at your tattoo. What makes you think she'll try it again?
I was her last chance, and I blew it.
Well, I hope you're wrong. One home sailor, get some rest.
It's too late. Just have time for a shave and some breakfast. Thanks, Maggie.
Try the pancakes. They look great. Sausage doesn't look too bad either.
Boy, am I glad to see you.
I did a lot of thinking last night, you know? Really heavy, and I thought with a face like mine, maybe I could shine an old Ralphie a little. Anyway, those guys wouldn't have hassled me if I was a dog, right? So I came in this morning and started to work. Okay, what do you want? It's all me.
Have the pancakes and some sausage and lots of coffee, hot coffee.
Be right with you, fellas. One stack, Ralphie, and a side of pigs.
How about that movie tonight? Maybe the pizza.
I'm sorry, I don't date the customers.
Insight is a production of the Paulist Fathers, a group of Catholic priests who serve their God by serving those outside their church.